Hey y'all, it's Jen, and today I have a tag for you for Tag Tuesday. Now, this month, October, is my birthday month, so all of these Tag Tuesdays are going to relate to birthdays in some way. Now, I am going to preface this with the fact that I have not read these questions or prepared for this. I've watched the original video, but we're just going to dive in and see how this goes. So today I'm going to do the Birthstone Book Tag, and this is an original video created by JG, and I will link her video below. Go check it out. So these questions are related in some way to each month's birthstones. And some qualities that those birthstones represent, or that made Jay think of these topics. Question number 1 is January, which is the garnet. The garnet is associated with warding off negative forces and dark energies. Name a book with the darkest and evilest character you can think of. So, for me, the darkest and evilest characters that I can think of, there's more than one of these, and I don't remember the names of these characters because it's been so long since I've read these books, but those are the characters in the trilogies by Kay Hooper, and specifically the trilogies for the Bishop at Special Crimes Unit novels, and this is a series of trilogies. The 3 of these all have blood in the title. This series of this trilogy set all have evil in the title. These books are considered psychological thrillers. These characters are murderers in some way that also has a psychological side to it, and it's a paranormal side as well. They're really strange and really bizarre, and these are the most sadistic and evil serial killers, murderers, whatever you want to call them, that I have read about. They are terrifying. They are the things nightmares are made of. February is the amethyst. Purple is associated with royalty. Name a book with regal qualities. You can base this off of either the characters of choice or that they're just the king of all books. And I am going to go with the Selection series by Kiera Cass. This is a bachelorette meets Hunger Games style world. It's a dystopian where they're at war, and the prince / princess has to have a selection, bachelorette style, to pick his next queen before he becomes king. It's a kind of a cheesy, brainless story. Mindless story. And I enjoyed it way more than I expected to. And of course, it's got that royal element to it. March is the AQUAMARINE, and this is for washed out because the blue is a little bit of a washed out color. Name a wishy-washy character, a character who is not strong and not a follower. And I'm going to go with Evie Boyd from The Girls by Emma Cline. She kind of actually starts off as kind of a stronger character, and then she kind of becomes a little bit of a follower, and then she kind of becomes a stronger character again. Never is she really strong, though, but never is she really quite a follower either. So, Evie Boyd is wishy-washy, in my opinion. 4 is April, which is a diamond, and this is a diamond in the rough. Name a book that you loved, but is not well known. For this one, I'm going to go with the book Birthmarked series by Kara M. O'Brien. I think that's how you pronounce the author's name. I loved this series. It's a trilogy. young adult, and it's a different take on the dystopian world. It kind of starts off in a male-dominated world, and then it turns to a female-dominated world, and then the trilogy wraps, the third book in the trilogy wraps it up. I loved this series. I thought it is very underhyped. I don't ever hear a lot of people talking about it, and when I've done some searches on it on YouTube to see if there are any reviews on it through BookTube, I don't pull much up, so that's the one I'm going with. That is a diamond in the rough, and you should check it out. Number 5 is May, which is an emerald, and emeralds are said to balance energy. Name 2 characters who balance each other well. For this one, I am going to go with Jack and Jill from Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna McGuire. I don't know how to describe them in terms of balancing words, but they definitely do balance each other well, but they're both kind of have a dark side to them. It's really hard to explain, but they definitely do balance each other well, and so that's what I'm going to go with. Number 6 is June, and that is the Pearl. Pearls are associated with loyalty. Name a character who is loyal to the end. Okay, for this one, I'm going to go with Henry from Words in Deep Blue by Cass Crowley. He is the secondary main character, and he's just loyal to the end in all aspects, to his family, to his friends, to his store, to the bookstore, and he's just a very loyal character. July is the Ruby, which is a blood red stone. Name a book that just made your blood boil. One that made you angry. That is The Accident Season by Mariah Fowley Doyle, and I may be totally mispronouncing that. I gave this book 1 star. I hated this book with a passion. I thought the storyline, the trope that was used was horrific, and it made me so very angry. It still makes me angry to this day. There is no reason for it. It also is an unreliable character type trope, and that pissed me off. I just cannot say anything good about this book. And I wanted to love this book, and I didn't. I hated it. And it just, to this day, still makes me very angry. And so we're going to move on. August is the Peridot. It is a pale green, and therefore it pales in comparison to the other gems. Name a supporting character who you liked better than the main character. This is kind of an easy one. In the second, I can't remember. I think he makes the appearance first in the second book of this trilogy, which would be this book, Siege and Storm, and that is Nikolai Lancelot. I love him so much. I want books about him. I want all the stories possible. He is probably my favorite character in this whole trilogy. And in the, really in this whole universe, because he even makes an appearance in Crooked Kingdom, and I love him in that one too. He is by far my favorite secondary character, and I like him more than the main characters. I need more Nikolai Lancelot in my life. And rumor has it that we are going to get it. So Leigh Bardugo is my favorite person if that happens. I'm so excited. September is the Sapphire, and it is blue like the ocean, which is calming. Name a book that had a calming effect on you. I don't even know where to go with this. So I think I'm going to have to skip this one because I don't read books for calming. I read for the emotional impact. I want to be torn apart in all of my books, and I want to get deep into my feels with my reading. So I don't know that there's been one that's had a calming effect. So I'm going to have to skip this one. Number 10 is October, which is the opal. Best month in birthstone ever. The opal is an iridescent stone. Name an iridescent book. This can be a book with a beautiful cover, maybe shiny with lots of color, or you can base it off of the characters, quirky, colorful, that type. I am never going to get these back in that box, but I am going to go with the Beautiful Creatures books. These are the paperback, and they're beautiful. I don't know if you can see it, but the writing is silver, and it has even the other colors, the purples in here are kind of iridescent even. There's multiple shades of the same color. That one was purple, this one is a blue, and then this one is gold. Look how shiny that is. That is pretty. November is the topaz. The topaz is associated with resilience. Name a book with characters who rise to the top in a time of adversity. And this is going to be an easy one for me. Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. And this book is focused on characters during Nazi Germany. They are taken from their home. They are shipped off to concentration camps, put in boxcars where they ride for days and days and days with nothing except for what they walked out of their houses with. No food, no water, no place to go to the bathroom. And then they're shipped to Siberia, where they work in concentration camps. And it's grueling, hard work. People die all around them. And then they are taken from one camp to another. They are forced to dig their own graves. It is the worst of the worst, and these people are so resilient. The Jews from Germany during that time, and the other people, because it wasn't all just Jews that were targeted, but they were so resilient and had such a will to live and to survive, even through the most horrible conditions, that that's an easy choice. Give me any book about World War II and the people who survived that, and that will be a book of resilience for me. Finally, we have come to December, which is the blue zirconia. I don't know. This is associated with friendship. Name a book with a friendship you want to be a part of. So I'm going to go with the obvious, the probably easy answer. And that's going to be the Harry Potter series. I would love to be part of the Harry, Ron, and Hermione group. They are close, they are tight-knit, they are everything that friendship should be and should look like. And I know that's kind of the cop-out, cheesy answer to it, but that is the friend group that always comes to mind when I think about friendship. So that's my answer. So that is my Tag Tuesday, the Birthstone Book Tag. If you have done this, let me know. This one was a fun tag. hard questions though, and I am not going to tag anybody specifically because I know that JG tagged a ton of people in her video. I mean, the list was like this long, seriously. So, if you have not done this video yet and were not tagged already, or even if you were tagged and you still haven't done this, consider yourself tagged. Do this fun tag. Let me know if you do it. And if you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, bye.